make sure you guys check out www.procivic.com for all your 9th gen and Civic needs. And also make sure you guys check out www.blinkingbrakelights.com for blinking brake light tail bulbs, which can help you better be seen and safe out in traffic. Use the code GOT10 at checkout for 10% off. Hey guys, it's your boy Gato Maliga. Today we're going to be installing my K&N intake, which is down there. Forgive the mess in the living room. I apologize about that. But yeah, we're going to be installing the K&N intake today, so that's going to be exciting. And I'm also helping my buddy Tony out install his interior lights. And we'll get right to it. So I'm going to grab the box. I'm going to go meet Tony. And then we're going to head over to my covered parking space and then get started. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Boy, I'm about to fry you. So this is Tony, everyone. Tony.
It's good, everyone.
It's good.
See you, man.
Shout out your Instagram.
Big Papa Bear Tony.
There you go. There you go. There you go. He's got this Lancer that I smoked him in, by the way. Yeah, I smoked your Lancer, boy. So yeah, we're gonna be installing some interior lights while I'm also doing my intake on his car today. So you excited about that?
Yes, very excited, man.
Fantastic, fantastic. So let's get to it. Yeah, no problem. So we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna go over to my carport and then we'll get it started. So
I got 5.
So we're out here. I managed to wire up the power supply.
Shouts out to my mans again. Appreciate it, fam.
Hey, so he's gonna put everything together here, and then we're gonna work on my side here to put this K&N intake on. And I told him if I start screaming, that might mean I need some help. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the rev limiter, the 4K rev limiter, the launch control thing or whatever, and then I'm gonna show you what it sounds like, because I'm only doing this intake for sound purposes only, not for power gains, because come on guys, like, let's be real. Shut up! Power gains aren't realistic with intakes. Like, that's just plain fact. So I'm only doing this for sound. I actually want to hear that VTEC crossover, because that is dope, right Tony? Alright, so let's get it going. Okay, so now we're going to do a sound comparison with the car with the stock intake, and then we're going to do it on the one with the K&N. So we're going to do that right now. By the way, the engine is hot, so don't trip balls, because I literally just came back from work in this car. So now the next step will be disconnect the negative terminal from the battery, and then take everything apart and then basically put everything back together. So before I do that, I want to make sure I have every single thing I need to replace the stock intake. So alright, so now I'm going to disconnect the negative terminal for safety purposes only. Where am I checking? There we go. Fantastic. Okay. Go ahead and put that to the side there. Alright, cool. Negative terminal is off. So now, what I'm going to do is alright, so after a lot of fighting, after a bunch of time, we finally got this crap done. The most frustrating install I've probably ever had, but it's done. So I'm gonna start the car up, and hopefully it starts, because I dropped the mass airflow sensor. So, let's find out.
Tomorrow.
So after the multiple incidences of swearing and cursing from yesterday, ow, again with the stabbing me, man. Jesus Christ. And now we're gonna perform the coolant bypass. Well, oh my God, that was a huge fail. There we go. You piece of crap. I finally got the intake on the car. So I'm gonna show you guys the intake right now. So there you have it. There's the K&N Typhoon intake. I know, like I said before, I only do it for sound. So literally it was like blood, sweat, and tears. I think there's like a stain of my blood right there, actually, as a matter of fact, because I cut my finger. But the main problem with installing it was this crankcase ventilation tube. It didn't want to go in all the way. Then I had the coolant bypass line. It didn't want to work with me either. But everything else is pretty much solid. I have to still bolt on the screw for the mount here. And my dog's over there, kind of just fooling around. But now, what I'm gonna figure out is what's causing the front to rub so damn much compared to the rear. I think it's because of that plastic that's underneath here. I tried bending that back, but that didn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift the rear of the car up, put the front on jack stands, grab the jack, lift the wheel up itself as much as I can, and see where the tire is making contact. Because if it is the plastics, I'm just gonna cut that plastic portion off and tape it up, and then it shouldn't rub anymore. So let's get to it. Right, come on, face. Right. How you face? So it turns out that I'm gonna need to roll my fenders on both sides, simply because the plastic's up here. I'm gonna see if they can get this portion cut. Let's see if you guys can see it. There's that portion right up here, right there. This portion right here, that's catching on the tire. And then on the rear, it's literally the fender itself. I just double checked and it's literally the fender itself right in here. So nothing a simple fender roll can't fix. So I'm gonna get the fenders rolled. I'm not gonna get them pulled, just rolled. And then it should stop with the whole rubbing issue. It's not rubbing a lot, but you know, it's not a big deal to me. Like I said before, I'm gonna raise the car about 3/4 of an inch anyways, because it just sits way too low for my liking right now. Right, Bentley? Yeah. So yeah, that's about it for today. I understand that the frustration kind of set in with dealing with this car right now, so I'm trying not to drive it as much, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just double check to see if how bad the rubbing is. It's not that bad at all. Not as bad as I actually expected it to be. So what I might do now is actually give the car a quick wash and then head on over, edit this video, upload it. Pretty soon I'm gonna have these fenders rolled. But I got the intake on the car. The car sounds pretty vicious. I'm gonna leave a clip of me doing a pull in it here. So it sounds great. I like the way it sounds. And no, I'm not doing an intake for performance benefits, because everybody knows those are all phony. And I'm not gonna sit here and try and defend K&N saying, oh, guaranteed horsepower gains. That's a bunch of bullshit. It does sound louder. I really like it. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe if you enjoy my content, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's down in the description below. This video boy got him, and I'm out. Peace.